Hello, my beautiful friends. Happy Thursday. How have you guys been? It's been a week since I've talked to you. Well, actually, I was live on Tuesday, so if you saw that live, it has only been a few days. But welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Debbie Tona. I am the owner and furniture artist down here at Tona Transformations, where we transform anything standing still with paint. So if you come in and you stand too long, you'll get painted. So today, my clock up above in my workshop, it said 2:45, and I was like, oh wow, I have plenty of time to figure out what I was going to do for Thrifty Thursday. Well, it actually was 3:30. The battery died. I have this clock that like chews up batteries, and like my big huge clock at home can seriously every 4 years change a battery. This one like every 2 months, and I'm like, what's going on? So I need a new clock. I need to just get one. And I've had it forever, but I don't know what's going on. So today I pulled this out of my stash. This is a really cute, it's kind of like a shelf, like a vintage shelf, like a corner shelf. You could stick it in the corner, hanging on the wall. I thought, this is kind of cute. I was hoping that it would stand on its own and I could use it for display, but it goes way too far forward and it would tip over. But it would be something that you could attach in the corner of something. Let's see. For example, like right here. And then put doodads on. So I have it. So I thought, let's paint it, right? We got it. We gonna paint it. So let me get you. Hi, Jansky. How are you doing, my friend? Let me get you situated. Let me get it focused. I think I'm going to put you right over the top on the table and down low. Okay, so you can see all of the stuff. Okay, now focus. Just trying to focus on the cart behind me. And I can never get the right angle. So let's paint it right here. It's a pretty decent size. I don't know, it's probably about 18 inches tall. It's really cute. I've had it in my back room forever. Like I've had everything in my back room forever. So I did take some White Lightning, kind of washed it and then rinsed it with some clear water, regular water. I don't know why I say clear water, just water. And then gonna paint. Now I do not like how this is doing this. Let's see if we go forward. There we go. Aha. Now it needs to focus. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Damn thing. It drives me nuts. Come on, focus. There you go. All right, so I was thinking layering some colors, right? Layering some colors on it, why not? So I grabbed some Dixie Belle Savannah Mist, which is a beautiful, soft, Jan, that's the same color, I believe, of the hutch I painted for you. Hi, Garian. It's a beautiful, soft blue, kind of like a baby blue, but not a baby blue, kind of a blue with a gray undertone. You're hot and melting today, Jan? I got home yesterday from work. I walked in the house and it was 5 o'clock, right? I said to my husband, why isn't there air conditioning on? It was 86 in my house. He'd been outside all day. He'd never even been in the house. He goes, I don't know. So we are those people that, I mean, my thermostat does not go very low because my electricity at my house kills me. I have an all electric house out in the country. I have a hot tub, I have a swimming pool, and I have a shop that's bigger than my house. So as you can imagine, even though there's only 2 of us, the power is pulling constantly, right? I got a freezer, I've got 3 refrigerators, I mean, all this stuff. So we don't turn the air on until we absolutely have to. But I walked in, I'm like, it's hot as hell in here. And he's like, oh, it is? I said, yeah, where have you been? He goes, outside all day. I said, oh, well, that makes sense. So Jan wants to know how my daughter is. So my daughter, Malia, had back surgery 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks today. She just went to the doctor's today. She's having a hard time because her nerve was so severely damaged because she should have had the surgery like 2 years ago. And she just damaged her nerve and damaged it because she lived with it because she had 2 babies. This has been really hard on her with kids. She can't pick them up. So yes, we have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, right? She can't pick them up at all. She can't lift anything over 7 pounds, which is kind of hard when you have babies. So she can't lift Emery in and out of her crib if she cries. It's just been hard for her as a mommy because as a mommy, you're just doing everything. So she was told today that she cannot even drive in a car for more than 10 minutes because sitting for her is what needs to heal. The nerve is so damaged, she needs to either stand and walk or lay down because her nerve kills her when she does that. So the doctor told her 4 more weeks. She goes, I can't even, like, she's trying to get out of the house. Like, she's dying, right? You can walk, like, around the, like, out in front of your house, and that's it. So it's been tough, but she's a trooper. She'll be fine. She's been painting pictures and stuff because, you know, she's the nail artist. And so she's going stir crazy, just doing nothing. And she kind of has to hide in the house when she's home because the kids know that she's home and they don't understand why mommy isn't playing with them or taking them to the park or, you know, doing all the things. So the other grandma, she's retired. She goes over during the day, and then her husband Clint, he watches them too. So she kind of has to hide in her bedroom. So she's actually got it set up where she can recline. She can recline. She can't sit up. She can't have that strain on her back. Isn't that crazy? This already looks so much better. So yeah, it's been tough on her, but she'll do it. I told her, you don't want to go through this again. We want you to be better. Poor girl couldn't walk without being in such intense pain. And she dealt with that because she was pregnant, you know, and had babies. She couldn't have back surgery. She dealt with it, and now she's paying the price. But this thing has so many. Okay, this is what I hate about things like this. Do you see all these little cutouts, right? Guess what? There's little lips on all of them. So I'm trying to get the blue haphazardly in there. I'm not going to like worry about painting it perfectly, but I'm trying to just get the edges because we're going to kind of shab this up, right? We just kind of want it to be not look brand new, but just shabbed up. So it's a good idea to turn it every other angle because as soon as you do, you'll see spots that you didn't paint. Like all these right in here. Just take your brush, and that's what's the best thing about having really good quality paint brushes is that you can kind of beat them up and put them in the crevices and stuff, and it won't matter. Because I can see every angle on these little lips right here that's not painted. So we'll just try to throw some in there. And like I say, I don't care if it's not 100%. I'm just kind of feathering over it so it looks good. My idea is to layer creams and whites on this. What do you think? Good idea? I think so. I'm going to start with sawmill gravy. Actually, let's start with the darker off-white. Maybe a little bit of a darker color. Let me find something. We have burlap, which is kind of a too dark. I mean, too yellow, maybe. See what other paint brand. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, there's enough paint in here. This is kind of a tannish color. This is called Sand. This is from Mud Paint. Let me show you the colors. Oh, there we go. It's kind of a creamy, looks yellow, but it's not. It's a creamy tan. So I put Sawmill Gravy right here. And then this is Sand by Mud Paint. I'm just going to kind of lightly go and, like, I don't want to paint the whole thing. I want it to just look. So dry brush, kind of a dry brush technique. So I'm dipping in and then I'm just tapping off on the tablecloth and kind of just lightly going over this because I want it to look like it has layers of paint, right? Not a whole covering of paint. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? So sold a couple pieces of nice size furniture in the last few days, which is a blessing. I thank everybody for coming in. Now I'm going in with Sawmill Gravy and just doing the same thing. What this does is this is building the layers and making it look as if it's had like years of use. And the good thing is that there's these cutouts. So what it does is it allows me to kind of drag my brush in kind of just a crazy fashion to not make it look super deliberate. Here's what we started with. And do you see what I mean? Right? Can you kind of see where we're going? Give it a kind of a older, worn look. Let's do it on the little shelfie thing. Just kind of rubbing it in there, trying to make it look worn. An old piece is going to get kind of like a softened kind of look, right? Kind of cool. So what's everybody else doing? We've got a couple things coming up, which will be out in our newsletter tomorrow, which is in our email. If you don't get my emails, you should, because it tells you everything that's going on in the store. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday, whatever that date is. What is that? The 16th? The 16th, I believe. Is my 8-year anniversary. Yikes. 8 years. Can you believe it? I can't. 8 years I've been doing this since I walked away from corporate garbage and opened the store. So we're going to have, you know, a big celebration. I just decided the other day, it's so hard to plan things sometimes, but I decided we should probably do a good store celebration. So can you see the difference? All right, let's show. Where's my camera? See how it's just kind of sporadic? And then this is the side we haven't done yet. We've just done the blue. So let's do that side. Makes sense. So I am adding the paint and I put too much on, so I'm going to wipe it off and then I'm just going to tap it off, and you can use a paper towel. This is these are surgical cloths. If you guys know anybody that works in the medical field in the operating room and you guys need really good cloths to cover your tables with, ask them to bring them home. They just throw them away. They don't got blood on them or anything, but they're the ones that they didn't use. And they're fabulous as tablecloth. I use one side, then I turn it over to the other, and then I just throw them away. I have a friend, Carrie, who is a customer of our store. She works in the surgical center, and whenever I need more, I just say, hey, girl, and she hooks me up because she says all they do is go in the trash. So it's a great way to reuse something. These come in blue and pink. Sometimes they're different colors, but hey, I'll take them. They're free that we're going to get thrown away. So at least they've been used multiple times. They're sterile. They're clean. If you've taken a class from me, you've seen them on my tables. Okay, so we're kind of coming together now. It's giving that real antique look. Let's do the bottom part. Can you guys see that coming together? Do you like what it looks like? You know what? Let's add another white because I think it could be a little bit lighter. And let's do Ecru. This is Dixie Belle. It's one of their newest colors. Hi, Belva. Yeah, good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it, since you caught me live? That's okay. Replays always work too. Now, this is a really close color to the Sawmill Gravy, but it's just a little bit lighter. So what I like to do when I add the lighter colors is it just gives it that little bit more of a pop, right? Just a little bit more of a pop that it didn't have before. So I am basically taking, see this little tiny bite right here of paint, hardly any. Then I'm dabbing it off and I am just hitting this. Just barely hitting it. So is anybody working on anything fun? Anybody? What you guys doing? Tell me. I just reserved my annual trip to Costa Rica in January. Can't wait. I don't want it to be January because I want it to be cold, but I love being able, I haven't been able to plan it so far in advance. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to plan it and we're going to go. Again, this will be our 8th time? 8th or 9th, I don't remember. I love it. It's the best unwinding, rejuvenation for your marriage trip ever. It really is. We love it because we feel so unplugged and so just relaxed. Yeah, just me and my hubs. It's like he told me, he says, you know what, babe? He just turned 70 in July. He said, if we don't do this now, like everybody we know, there's a lot of people we know that have been passing away lately. And I'm like, you're right. Let's do it. You know what? Let's just do it. So we're going to go for 2 weeks in middle of January. It's the best time of year for us, for me, especially with the store, because it's when it's the slowest except for classes. So it's kind of, it's after Christmas, right? After I did all that fun stuff. So I just noticed that I missed some blue. So I'm going to go back over and hit it with the white so it kind of smears it out. So see what we're getting here? Pretty, right? Oh, hey, Jen. You're driving home, huh? So I have been putting to good use of the bottles that you brought me, Jan. I will be showing what they are. I'm making some really cool projects with them. I may do a class on it, so I haven't decided yet to show them. But yeah, if Carrie has any more, I'll take them of the bottles. I've been collecting liquor bottles too. Jan has wine bottles, but liquor bottles, because the liquor bottles are so cool and they're all different, right? Who knew that there were so many different shapes in liquor bottles? You take big glass vases and paint them with textured, doing this technique, and then you put decoupage. Yep. Do you have a booth somewhere, Belva? What state are you in? Yes, I'm going to do them. The secret is to find the really cute tissue paper to put on them, and I found it. So it helps, right, to have the right kind of decoupage. So this is super fun, right? So this corner shelf went from being just a plain like wood to something super cute. Now, do we want to antique it? Maybe. What are your thoughts on like darken it up a little bit? You know me, I love to like add glaze or something to soak into really antique stuff. I just love that stuff. Let's see. What do you guys think? We could put some wax on it. Wipe it off and see what happens. Let's sand it a little bit though. Let's give it a, let's put the camera down, Debbie. Duh. I'm going to take a piece of 150 and just go around the edges and hit the side so it does rust it up again. And I'm going to sand off some of the paint I just put on. Let's try that. To make it give us the illusion of it's old. which is what we like. Fly is biting. We have our doors open in the store all day, and the dang fly. Central New York, vendor mall, 200 vendors. That's so cool. You know, here in Idaho, I've traveled across the United States, and I am just absolutely shocked at how many cities, like in the Midwest, have these humongous, like you're talking about, vendor malls with 200, 500, 20,000, 50,000 square feet with all of these people. I mean, we have nothing like that here. We have an antique mall like in Boise, and it's decent, but it's nothing like I've seen when I've traveled across country. It's like heaven. So fun. I love stopping and just looking. And you spend hours in those places, right? So do you paint furniture, Belva, too? Or what do you have in your space? Do you do antiques? Do you paint? A lot of people in those don't like painted furniture. Okay, that added a real nice little addition of a little bit of rusticness, right? And it toned it down a touch. Let's do the other side. I can see the difference. I knew you weren't going to be able to see a huge difference on your end because it's not like a big swing, you know, for the camera to pick up. But yeah. So Belva, you're 2 hours ahead of us here in New York. I gotta be honest, I've never been to New York. Crazy. Never have I ever been to New York. Or basically anything on the East Coast, to be honest. I'm a West Coast girl. I've never been that far over. I've been to Florida like once. That was for a meeting. So yeah. When I travel, I like to go out of the country. You teach all painting classes. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Then I paint furniture and smaller things like end tables. How fun. So you do like oil paintings? Wow. I always am amazed by people that have talent like that. I mean, I can paint like this kind of stuff, but I cannot paint like a stick figure to save my life. I'm not kidding. I have such a hard time with it. I'm not an artist like that. Just I'm not. Which I'm fine with. But I mean, I can make anything look from trash to treasure, right? This is pretty. So by sanding that, it gave me some really cool, why you're gonna die, old looking, right, on there. Oil painting, wow. That's phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Yeah, I'm not an artist like that. I mean, I can paint any kind of furniture, but I am definitely not that artist. Okay, I'm trying to think. This fly is going to drive me crazy. Do I add some dark wax? What do you guys think? Let's do some clear wax. Let's do a little bit of clear wax. So that way it'll protect us, right? It'll protect us so that when we put the dark wax down, if we don't like it, it's going to be easier to take it off. Take it up. I had this morning, my daughter had a doctor's appointment, so I had to go and take my grandson to school. I had to kill this fly, you guys. Murder live. Oh, and then it flew away. I knew I was going to get the fly sweater. Come on, sucker, land. Got it. Ha! I'm so excited. Ha, what a relief. Holly has 4 more brothers, so they're flying. But you put the clear wax down first. That way, when you do a dark wax or such over the top, you can wipe it off if you so want to, okay? Now, a lot of times when I do little projects like this, I don't necessarily wax everything because, to be honest, this isn't something that's going to get touched. You're not moving like a kitchen table. You would move stuff over the top. This is something's going to hang on a wall. Like, who really cares if it's waxed or not? So I'm just going to put a light coat. I'm just pick up my Wise Owl wax over the top of the clue. What that do is they'll protect us and allow us to add some dark wax without getting in too much trouble that it's going to be too dark if we were to dark wax it. So I grabbed my DIY dark wax, which is almost gone. They've been out of stock for months on this stuff. They can't get the pigment in. So like I am down to the last, my can is like empty. The last dregs of it. So I'm going to put that on there. And remember, we clear waxed it first. So it will help us, hopefully, protect it if we don't like this. And then we're going to take a clean rag and we're just going to wipe it back. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Love, 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 love. Now it comes together, right? I'm going to put more dark wax on this. Look at that. So now it just comes together suddenly, and now it's starting to look more like a vintage antique shelf. You guys, I am actually trying to get, I'm going to put it everywhere. I love the look of that. Maybe hit or miss, not hit everything. And then, see ya, Jansky. There we go. Okay, so we've got a little bit of more depth than this one with nothing, right? Now, if for some reason I think this is too dark, I put my wax, my clear wax back, wipe it over the top, take my rag, and it will lighten it. So if I went a little heavy on a few spots, all I gotta do is go back over with my clear and pull it back off. That's why you clear wax your base first. Okay, let's do this. I like this look. And this wax will go a long ways, like a long ways. So even though I'm almost out, I can still get enough on my brush to do. This is my favorite dark wax of all times. Trying to find some. I could probably order it from another retailer, but I want to do that. I want to have my own that I sell. I'm hoping it comes back in stock. I think she said like September or something. So what this does is it really just settles down into the cracks of the piece of the paint. By doing all those crazy brush strokes, it's really made it give an antique look with the wax. Okay. Now it definitely has a really cool antique look. It's pretty. You can tell the difference, or we haven't done it on the bottom as opposed to the top. Now I'm going to put two hooks back here, and then I'm going to hang it in the corner. And then this will hold things. Isn't it cute? What did you guys think? Fun? It is fun, huh? If you guys end up watching this on the replay, just let me know. Say hi. The more that you comment, the more that my feed gets shown to people, which helps me get out there and helps my, what they call algorithm. So we're open tomorrow from 10 to 4. What's tomorrow? Friday. Saturday from 10 to 3. Next Tuesday, we'll have another live sale. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in that. If you guys want to give me suggestions for anything. And then the following Saturday, so not this Saturday, it's the 16th. The following Saturday, 16th, we will be having our anniversary celebration. And I will be posting this time next week what kind of sale we're going to have. It'll be good, you guys. It'll be really good. You need to come down because it'll be fun. You know, I do 2 sales a year. Small Business Saturday and my anniversary. That's it. No other sales. So if you've been waiting to stock up, next Saturday will be the day. I mean, but still come and see me. A lot of people come in and check it out first and see what they want, and then they come in on that day to save. So anyhow, you guys go out, be fabulous. Thanks so much for watching and commenting and being part of our fun little project with the vintage shelf. This is cute as heck. Like, I could take this home and put it somewhere. It's adorable. So we went from this just plain wood, which was beautiful too, to this cute vintagey looking shelf. Okay, if you catch me on the replay, let me know. You guys go out, be fabulous. Thanks a million for watching, supporting. Please share and like, and that helps me too. Okay, you guys. Love y'all. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.